Hello everyone. Today, we count down the top 5 space disasters, ranking them from grave to greatest impact. At number 5, we have Soyuz 1, flown by Vladimir Komarov. This was the first spacecraft to kill someone in orbit, and it was preventable. Komarov knew the ship had serious flaws. Solar panels wouldn't deploy, navigation systems failed, but political pressure pushed the mission forward. He re-entered safely, but then parachutes failed, and the capsule crashed, killing him instantly. At number 4, which is Apollo 1, got fire on the ground. During a routine plugs-out test, a spark in a pure oxygen cabin ignited a fire inside the Apollo 1 command module. Gus Grissom, Ed White, Roger Chaffee didn't even get off the pad. The hatch jammed, and the cabin filled with flame in seconds. Due to this, NASA grounded the program for a year, redesigning modules entirely. Their sacrifice was the price of safer lunar missions. At number 3, Soyuz 11, and this one is chilling because these men didn't die during launch or landing. They died in space, quietly. After a record-breaking 24 days aboard Salyut 1, the world's first space station, the 3 cosmonauts, Georgy Dobrovolsky, Viktor Patsayev, and Vladislav Volkov, were national heroes. But as they began re-entry, a tiny pressure equalization valve unexpectedly opened at 168 kilometers above Earth, causing the cabin's air to vent out into space in seconds. They had no pressure suits on. Back then, it was thought unnecessary for re-entry inside the capsule. Within 30 to 40 seconds, all 3 lost consciousness. By the time the capsule landed, they were dead, their faces eerily calm. Autopsies later showed severe hemorrhaging in their lungs due to decompression. It was a tragic wake-up call for the Soviet space program, and from that mission on, cosmonauts have always worn pressure suits during critical phases of flight. Their names still stand in history as the only humans confirmed to have died in outer space itself. At number 2 is the Challenger disaster, a moment that froze not just America, but the whole world. On a chilly morning in Florida, January 28, 1986, millions tuned in to watch the Space Shuttle Challenger lift off. Among the 7 astronauts was Krista McAuliffe, a high school teacher from New Hampshire, chosen to be the first civilian in space. It was meant to inspire a generation, but instead, it broke hearts around the globe. Just 73 seconds after launch, a puff of smoke appeared from the right solid rocket booster. An O-ring seal, a tiny rubber ring, failed due to the cold weather. That small failure caused hot gases to leak, igniting the external fuel tank. The shuttle disintegrated mid-air in a fireball, live on television. After this, the shuttle program was grounded for almost 3 years, and NASA underwent massive reforms in risk management and decision-making after this catastrophe. At last, at number 1, the Columbia disaster, a tragedy that shook NASA to its core. On February 1, 2003, after a successful 16-day mission, the Space Shuttle Columbia was returning home. But unknown to the crew, the danger began during launch, when a chunk of foam broke off the external tank and struck the left wing. It seemed minor, and NASA dismissed engineers' concerns. But space doesn't forgive small mistakes. As Columbia re-entered, superheated plasma entered through that damaged wing, tearing the shuttle apart over Texas and Louisiana. All 7 crew members died within minutes. This wasn't just a technical failure. It exposed NASA's deeper issues, ignoring warnings, underestimating risks, and letting routine become complacency. The shuttle program was grounded for 29 months and eventually retired. Columbia became a grim lesson that in space exploration, overconfidence kills.